You only have 7 seconds to impress a recruiter. In this video, you'll learn how I landed an internship at Fox Entertainment in sophomore year of college and also land interviews at big companies like Sony and NBC Universal. Hello there, my name is Walter Bridgewater. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am a student at Loyola Marymount University studying screenwriting, and after completing 2 internships this past summer in the development sector of the entertainment industry, I've gained some knowledge about the hiring process in the entertainment industry. While navigating this industry is extremely hard, it's important to have everything in place to make sure that you have done every single thing correctly. If you want to see more content in entertainment, college, and lifestyle, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. Without further ado, let's not waste any time and get right to the video. First, you need to craft the perfect resume. If you didn't know, there's a system that quickly scans the resume that comes in from applicants. It's a quick scan that's gonna test and see if the qualifications on your resume match the qualifications of the job description. Which brings me to my first point. Optimize your resume for each application. I know this may sound like a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it. When you're applying to tons and tons of internships, it's important and very crucial that you tailor your resume to that specific job only. Because yes, you can have a general resume, but if you tailor your experience to the specific job description, it'll make this a lot better and it'll get you to the next round. If you think about it, the recruiters have to go through thousands of student resumes for these positions, and it's better if you just use a scanner to go through all of the ones that have the same except wording or qualifications specific to the job description. Not only will this give you a better chance through the scanning process, but it shows the hiring manager that you have the qualifications and that you understand the responsibilities of the role. Always have a standard resume that just has all of your experiences, but make sure you copy that resume each time you apply for a job. However, this is not your chance to have a fake experience. Do not copy straight from the job description and put it onto your resume. You have to do it strategically and smart, and I will show you how. Let's take this sample job description. Writing script coverage on various forms of material from incoming submissions to development deliverables. It clearly states that you need to have experience in writing script coverage in addition to doing it for different forms of content. I'm going to show you guys the current points I have on my general resume and how I would change it to fit this job description bit. The current bullet I have on my resume says, read and provide coverage for ISA's development slate writers and writers showcase. I already have that I have a lot of knowledge about writing and reading screenplays. This is how I would change it to make sure the scanner catches this. Read incoming submissions and wrote script coverage for original feature films and television pilots. I basically fit the qualifications to what the scanner was asking for while also making sure that it's still authentic. So now you can see that the scanner will pick up the different keywords that was in the job description that is now on my resume. Now that you know to optimize your resume to a specific job description, let's actually lay out the format of your resume. This seems like this should be the easiest part of the process, but you'd be surprised of how many people actually get this part wrong. You don't need any fancy resume to impress a reader. I'm going to show you the different sections I have in my resume that helped me get interviews and get the position at Fox Entertainment. So at the top, we all know that there's supposed to be a header at the top of the resume. Make sure you get straight to the point. Only put your name, contact information, and location. Next, right under that, you need to have your education on the resume. Don't have to put high school. Just make sure you have some form of education that goes towards your specific job description. You can also highlight things like your major, your minor, your GPA. Education is also the part that's going to start formatting how the resume will look for the rest of the document. On the left side of the document, I have the education on the side, and on the right side, I also have the years that I will be attending the university and also the location of the university, and this will follow throughout the rest of the document. So make sure you state how your document is going to look from the exact top point. Now let's go down to experience. It's very crucial to only highlight the experience that directly correlates with the position you are applying for. And I know that when we start as students, we don't really have any experience to directly tailor it towards what the position wants. But let me show you how I did it. Despite having a position in development, in order to get the development internship, all I had to do was show my interest in the entertainment industry. When you are applying for jobs with no experience, make sure you really highlight that you are meant to be in this industry and that you really want to be in this industry. I'm pretty sure my very first resume, I had things like the short films that I've written, the classes I've taken that has helped me contribute to the storytelling skills I need for this position. So when I was applying with no experience, I utilized this information to contribute to how this will help in the internship I'm applying for. And then if we go all the way to the bottom of my current resume, you can clearly see that I still have all of the roles I've done as a student at LMU. So even including those things on your resume still shows that you have experience and are interested in the film and television industry. It's essential to also show your involvement in school. So make sure you include any club memberships that you are a part of. Make sure you include a mix of leadership and just regular member in this section of your resume. Last but not least, the skills portion of your resume is also important. Since the scanner is going to be looking for those keywords, I'm pretty sure on job descriptions they also say you need to be proficient or excel in Microsoft Word or Google Suite. I have two categories that have computer and story. For story, I have a lot of knowledge about writing story, the creative development process. Just adding those skills at the bottom shows that you are really specific and honed in on a specific part of the entertainment industry. I know this is a lot of information, so if you need help developing the perfect resume, I am going to give you guys my exact resume template for free. All you have to do is click the description box down below, enter your email, and it will be sent to your email. I don't care what anybody says, always include a cover letter. This is just another chance for the recruiter to learn more about your story beyond your resume. So here are my best tips for writing the perfect cover letter. So what you want to do is have a 4-paragraph structure. It doesn't have to follow the same format, but you do need to have a lot of these elements to kind of form your story in your cover letter. For the first paragraph, you need to show your interest in everything you know about the company. So you need to do a little research for this part, but it will be worth it. You also need to include why you are interested in this position. So like I said, that's just links back to their goals. The second paragraph, you briefly mention some of your most recent experience that directly applies to the job description. You need to show them how you would use those skills that you learned at your recent employer and show them how you will benefit their company. Third paragraph, I use this space to comment on other stuff that I've learned. I talk about my studies at LMU. I talk about the different courses that I've taken, if I'm doing any things like YouTube, design, whether, just showing that I am still trying to train myself to learn more about the entertainment industry outside of my position. And then the fourth paragraph, just close it a little bit, tie everything together, and just reinstate your interest for this internship and thank them for their consideration. Now you got through the main parts. Just submit your application, get it out the way, and now you just wait. And hopefully you get an email that says you are here for the first round of interviews. Remember, if you ever get an interview or email back from a person, they are really eager to hear more about your story. So don't get nervous, but that does go to say that this interview process is not easy, and there are specific strategies that I had to learn that I implemented in my interview at Fox Entertainment. I'm pretty sure if I did not implement these steps into my interview, that I probably wouldn't have gotten a second round interview at Fox. I was really stressed out for this portion because I haven't applied for a big company and got an interview at a big company like Fox. It wasn't until I went on TikTok, I just learned more about the ins and outs of interviewing. So this is why I'm going to save you time and tell you some of the methods I learned. First, go ahead and prepare for the traditional interview questions. Tell me about yourself, your experience. The reason why you want to prepare for these because it's a formula for these too. These may seem easy and that you don't really need to know a lot about because you know that you're a film student. For example, if the interviewer asked you to tell me about yourself, you want to make sure you state your name, how you got in the entertainment industry, your previous experience, and also how you will tie this experience back to the organization. It's kind of almost like the cover letter where you're telling them about yourself and you're going to tell them how you're going to help them in this position. Next, this is the one that I practice a lot on myself. It's preparing for the behavioral interview questions. These are always tricky because you never know which interview question they're going to ask for your behavior, but just always be prepared and use the STAR method. What is the STAR method? STAR stands for situation, task, action, and result. And it's basically going to help you formulate an answer for your behavioral questions, how you adjusted to those previous situations based on your past experiences. During this method, make sure you include your experience in detail so the recruiter knows that you know how to take direction and you are confident about what you did in your previous experience. If the recruiter asks, tell me about a time when you worked under pressure and how did you go about it? Describe the situation. Was this incident in a class? Was it at a job? If so, what kind of job? Was it a retail job? And if so, was it a packed store, Black Friday, busy times? For now, we're gonna go with retail. The task. What was the task at hand? Let's say you were given the task to get the customers out of the store efficiently. The action. What did you do in order to help get these customers out efficiently? How did you respond to this big task? After taking action, whether you responded negatively or responded positively, what was the outcome or result? Did you overexceed the expectations, which is good? And if it was something like you did something negative, like got overwhelmed, show how you were able to not be overwhelmed and show them how you will treat this as a lesson in the experience. Those are the two main things I learned for the interview portion. Now I'm gonna give you some little additional tips that I learned along the way while interviewing with people and just learning more about the hiring process in the entertainment industry. Number one, make sure you send thank you emails. After each interview round, make sure you keep reminding them who you are. In a thank you email, you can include what you talked about in an interview, something slight. I remember one specific movie we loved, which was Tick Tick Boom, and I put that in a thank you email, and I said something like, P.S. we need to make sure we listen to the soundtrack of Tick Tick Boom sometime. Something like small like that shows that you will get the job done, but you also have time to be a team. Number two, go to career fairs and events. This is very helpful, making sure you get yourself out there, making sure you know the names of people, the names of the recruiters you might have an interview with. It's just crucial to get your face out there, and it's also a great practice to make sure that you are getting comfortable with meeting people, telling people about your story, telling people about yourself. Maybe go on LinkedIn and ask for information or interviews, especially let's say it's for a class. This is a great way to ask for informational interviews and just ask recruiters. So make sure you leverage your relationships in this industry or any other industry so that you can get far along in the process. Last but not least, I can't stress this enough. Be confident in your interviews. I know if it's hard to be confident, fake it so you make it. It also helps how the interviewers are. I was able to have a normal conversation, not making sure that it's very too formal where I'm stuck in answering like a robot. I promise it will pay off in the end. This concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please give this video a big thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this in the entertainment industry, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. Also for this video, comment what would be your dream place to work at. If you want to see my day-to-day life in the entertainment industry, in film school, on set, all of these things, make sure you follow my Instagram and TikTok. Thank you so much for sticking around. And without further ado, I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye!